Hello and welcome. I am Jay Holmes Racer and welcome back to the home of all things Btcc. I hope you all had a very happy Christmas and a very happy New Year. We are back and now we have some news. Obviously, I missed this one. I'm a few days late with this one. Obviously, I think it was New Year's Eve this news came out, but I thought I'd enjoy New Year. Start fresh at this video after that, and that was the news that Jake Hill has joined WSR. Not too much of a surprise as such with this one. I think if you asked me last season, it would have been a surprise, but a lot of rumours going on that this was going to happen. He's gone and joined WSR. It looks like MB Motorsport, as I said, wasn't sure what was going on with Motorbase, have gone with Jake, so it is MB Motorsport and Jake have a package now, and they are taking one of the WSR BMW, so they're sponsored by Rocket, who obviously was Nicholas Hamilton's main sponsor last season, so that remains to be seen if Rocket are now sponsoring Jake Hill and MB Motorsport. Where's Nicholas Hamilton with sponsors for next season, but it looks like it's probably a third WSR car. I imagine there'll still be two Team BMW WSR cars, probably with Ticketon and Jelly would be my guesses, and then kind of Jake Hill's got this kind of almost what was almost like the Jordan role. Third cars that Jordan had Pertec, Jake Hill will have the Rocket. What'll be interesting to see is whether obviously Team WSR have like the Works package, whether that Team BMW Works package is just for those two WSR cars that probably have the BMW branding, and whether this Rocket sponsored even run WSR BMW, obviously with MB Motorsport as well, will be kind of an independent car. We're into see what happens there. But in terms of Jake going to WSR, I think it's a massive move. Obviously, we've seen Jake taking some big moves in the last few years. I've had a good season with the Civic, and I also moved on to the Ford last season. I was a bit surprised not to see him carry on there, but obviously with this new big sponsorship with Napa and Motorbase, so MB Motorsport moving away from Motorbase, and then also got this big sponsor of Rocket, which obviously was, like I said, Nicholas Hamilton's sponsor for the last couple of seasons. That's why he's gotten there. Driving a BMW, it's a great car. Obviously WSR built brilliant cars, so obviously I thought it was interesting to see whether that is now independent, although obviously still with WSR, whether it actually counts as a Works car like the other two BMWs. I imagine will do, unless we get news that they don't count anymore. In terms of Jake driving the rear wheel drive car, sometimes swapping from front wheel to rear wheel drive. I think almost all of Jake's Btcc driving has been front wheel drive from what I'm aware, but I know he does a lot of classic racing and other racing and stuff like that, and he does some rear wheel drive, so I don't think, whereas we saw Chilton struggle with that BMW last season going from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive, I don't see Jake having quite the same issues, especially driving with WSR as well. They'll give him plenty of time testing in that car, plenty of data and stuff like that to set up the car just the way he wants it. But I think Jake will get in that car, and I think he'll be very quick. Whether he can be as quick as he was with the Ford, that remains to be seen, because I thought that way worked well for him, but this is definitely a step up, and if it is a work still as well, but as an absolute massive deal there for that. But that's the only news we've had. Go to January now, I expect a lot of deals coming out now. We've got the auto show coming up towards the end of the month. It's like 4 weeks, I think, and I imagine a lot more will come out there, whether there'll be any news with cars and things like that coming up there. But very exciting times indeed. But yeah, Jake Hill at WSR, I think it's a massive move for him, brilliant move. I don't think you can deny how good of a car that BMW is. I just thought Jake was pretty good in the Ford. Whether he tried to get a package there and just couldn't, obviously Motorbase has decided to go with the Napa sponsorship. Whether Motorbase and MB will split apart before the end of the season, not sure. But WSR with that Rocket sponsorship, the car looks pretty nice to be fair. And it's another black car. I think a lot of teams will probably go away from black this season, maybe because there was a lot of black last season. Obviously MB Motorsport there backing up Jake as well. Just like I've said a few times now, waiting on finding out whether that is a Works drive or it will be an independent drive. You know, will be with WSR. It'll be a brilliant car for Jake. Anyway, that is all the news we've got for now. Hopefully we will have some more news coming up soon, especially now we've got past New Year. And I said probably around the auto shows where we'll get a lot more news for Btcc drives. Thank you for joining for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.